The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey, welcome everybody. This is Brian Anderson and Mario Brown, and we also have Leanne Price from our team here as well. Mario, Leanne, are you here?
I'm here.
I'm here too, Brian. How's everything?
Great, absolutely great for a Thursday afternoon. You know, post-vacation, good week work under my belt. Excited about the call. Thanks everybody signing on. Mario, you want to give it another minute? We still have a lot of people signing in actually right now.
Oh, yes. We still have a lot of people. And if you can make me organize it, it would be awesome. Then I can see who's with us today. And from his vacation. And yeah.
Oh, no, it's okay. No, that's fine. You faded out of me, but I hear you now. So sounds like, why don't we do a sound check? Make sure everybody could hear us.
That sounds like a good idea. So,
Can
guys,
you-
can you hear us loud and clear?
Yep. Yeah, Jim said okay. Cool. All right. Sherm said okay. Yep, I'm seeing it. Yeah, guys, for everybody that was writing, I got kicked out and signed back in. So did we. We figured out what happened, and there was another webinar scheduled at the same time somehow. We must have tried to create a duplicate, and they kept trying to both start at once, and then they would shut down each other. So it took us a minute, but we got them. We deleted this other like ghost webinar that was happening at the same time, so it should be gone. But yeah, Dick, you're right. The bigger the announcement, the bigger the gremlins, for sure, man. And hey, Kristen, welcome, Kristen, from up in the land of the cold, except it's probably not cold there right now, Minnesota. Who else?
That's just how it goes, man, when you make big announcements. And yeah, with that being said, I just got back actually from San Diego from a mastermind. Got back yesterday. That was really cool. But today we're going to talk about mobile marketing. Of course, we have some big announcement and good news for everyone on the call. We locked in the date. We signed the contract for the Las Vegas event in October. So we can give you more details about that too, which I'm really, really excited about. So get ready for the next live event as well, guys. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, guys, and we'll tell you all about it after this, maybe during Q&A, or maybe we'll do an after call. But let's not waste any time. I've been too excited about this for a long time. What do you think, Mario? It's 5 after. Let's just do this thing, and people who join in, they'll pick up where we are.
All right, for sure. Then let's go for it, and let's see. I think you got to share screen first, and then later on we're going to hand it to Leanne, and I still see a lot of people are writing, which is awesome.
We are. Okay, I'll share screen, guys, and we'll get started, and we'll make it happen. All right, Mario, is that working now?
Let's see. Come on, work with us. Go to webinar. Oh, yeah, I see the Panama hat, man. You in Ecuador and Quito chilling. It's working, man.
I was on Le Monde. What is it? La Mitra de Le Monde? No.
La Mitad del Mundo.
That's what I meant to say.
Means the middle of the world, and that's in Ecuador, actually. So that was really cool, right?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. So
awesome, you guys. Well, look, let's do it. There's not a lot of slides. It's more interactive. You know why we're here. We're not going to give you a bunch of BS and stuff. We're just going to kind of get right into it. All right, Mario, let me go to the next slide. All right. This is our favorite slide. It has the most text out of all of our slides. What do you think, guys? Are you making money with mobile? And that's really what it's all about. As much as I love Doug Cameron, Roger Dew, like the two guys that have always been there for us on recordings, and every one of you, you almost feel like you become good friends with this diverse network of people. This is what it's really about. If you're not making money, then it's entertainment. And it's fun sometimes, but it's always about the money when you're talking about your local business. You want to have fun, but it's about the money. So with that being said, Mario and I made a quick poll. Do you guys see it, Mario? Do you see the poll?
I do see it, yeah.
Okay, guys, I won't read it to you. I don't see it, but
I read it. So
okay,
you're going to see the poll right now. It says, are you making money today with mobile marketing to local businesses? And you have 4 answers here, okay? Number 1 is no, but I would like to make money with mobile, guys. The second one is yes, between, up to 1,000 a month. The third one is between 1,500, and the fourth is 5,000 and plus. I'm making the big dollars. Okay, we want to get a feeling for you guys and see the percentages of who's making money already, how much, who is not making money, and be honest here. We need your feedback so we can help you guys. And so just select one and then click submit.
Looks like 54% have voted. I have a feeling it'll end with these kind of stats, but why don't everybody else go ahead and vote? Almost everybody. If I get not paying attention, Mario knows I'm the biggest multitasker, but at the beginning of the call, I promise you have to vote on the first poll. Come on.
I agree. We had 65% who voted. So come on, guys. We want every single person to give a vote. Okay, there you go. There you go. 70%, guys. Let's push this to 90. If you're on this webinar, come on, vote with us.
Guys, we had 1,400 people try to get into this call. So a lot of people didn't make it in. So for those of you that are here, thank you. We appreciate you getting on a few minutes early. And all of you, we feel, oh yeah, look at that, 75. Come on, 3 out of 4. What do you guys watching the Olympics? We'll call it. What do you think? A minute and a half. I think we need to call it.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. I'm going to close it. I think it'll show it. Let's see. Share results. Do you guys see it, Mario?
Yes, absolutely. So basically the results in, and the biggest one by far with 63% is no, I'm not making mobile today right now, but I would like to. That's 63%, Brian. We have 33% actually saying yes between making up to 1,000 a month. We have 2% in the 1,000 to 5,000 a month level, and 3% actually 5,000 plus.
So that means, Mario, 50 people on this call, 50 people are making over $1,000 in mobile. So over 1,000. So for those 50, congratulations, and that's phenomenal. And I know some of you, we don't know all of you, but that's awesome for you 50. But that leaves 950 that are below 1,000.
Right, and it's 63%, and we want to help you guys to change that, and we want to give you guys the tools to make it happen, because one of the issues that we had, and in the last 6 to 9 months, guys, we bought everything out there when it comes to apps and mobile websites and all that stuff, and it was so complicated and technical that we said we want to create something that is easy to use, drag and drop, and fulfills all the needs, so it's easy for you guys to go out there and make some money. But I don't want to take away from what we have upcoming, so let's move into the slides. And I already see a couple of people here asking for action, and they want to see what we created. So yeah, let's go through the slides, and then guys, we're going to show you actually, Leanne's going to walk you through some of the tools that we have, and it's just going to blow your mind. It's going to shock you, okay, to bring it back to shocking announcement. Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
Here's some comments. We'll be brief here. These are from last month. These are the mobile deals. You can read them. I promise I will not read all these to you. And I did a good job. I found one guy outside of London, and I got a European example here. But you guys see them.
Hold on. I think I have to hide results here. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now we can see it.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Here's 8 or 10 examples from last month. These are just one deal. Some of these people, the lady who has the first one has lots and lots of deals, but I highlighted this one. These are some examples from last month. The one thing I want you to take away is not the dollar amount. Great for that 3,000 and 2,500, but it's not the dollar amount. Mobile website directory, mobile app, text marketing, QR codes, mobile app, mobile website, text marketing. So what you see there is there's not one way to skin the mobile cat, if you will. There's more than one way to make money in mobile. And if all you have is one arrow, one tool in your belt, then you're going to be extremely limited. And I can tell you that firsthand. If you just have one way to play in the mobile world, you are going to be very limited on your opportunities. So I think these are all real. These are all from people either in our Royal Mobile, Offline Renegades, or Offline Terminator group. So thank you for sharing these.
Exactly, and some of you guys know Kate and you guys know Angie, so you met some of our case studies actually at the live events, and most of them are going to be at the Las Vegas event, so you can verify with that and get tips from them, and they're all part of our community. So, it is absolutely possible to have success, guys. It's just, doing the right things and having the right tools in place that can help you get you that success. That's how I see it, Brian.
Absolutely. Okay, moving on, Mario. So 2 feel-good stats to justify our existence. On the mobile side, I don't need to tell you, but over 95% of the people who get a text actually opens it. I just got one right now, and I know this guy's on the call. So, Michael, thank you for texting me during the middle of this big webinar. And yes, we are on for lunch tomorrow. Thanks. So, it's unbelievable. Listen, text messages, they work. I don't need to convince anybody here. We're not going to try to. Next, Mario, look at this one. It's unbelievable. Look at that stat. 1 billion smartphones, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger every day. Out of the 4 billion mobile phones, 1 billion are smart, and that opens, you know, the app world up and other things. So obviously we already know this. We just want to underscore with the dollar amounts and with some of the stats. So we're going to move on.
Yeah, I saw some crazy stats too yesterday, Brian, and I don't remember the exact numbers, but they compared how many people in this world have a computer, and it was like just a small percentage. I mean, here in the States, of course, you know, everyone has a computer, but if you look worldwide, it's actually still a very small percentage of people who have like a PC at home. But if you look at the people who have a phone and a smartphone, it's ridiculous, man. This is just smartphones, Brian. Think about, you know, phones in general. I mean, it's just exploding the market. It's crazy. But yeah, what else do we have?
All right. So there's a lot of ways to monetize this bad boy, right? You can do websites. You can do SMS. You can do websites with SMS. You can do apps for your iPhone, for your Android. As Winter so eloquently pointed out to me yesterday, don't forget the tablet, the iPad market. You can integrate all this stuff in with social media and search and really get your cost per client, you know, your revenue per client up. You can do all these kind of things, but you need the right tools. It can be the only thing you do, right? It can be an important piece of your business. It can be the only thing. And Mario pointed this out to me. This is from our friend Jack. Why don't you share that quote at the bottom and why it's so important, Mario?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, people loved Jack's presentation at our live event when he was talking about mobile and when he made the point clear that, look, all these Google slaps, when your sites get de-indexed and Google makes all these updates, you know, it's headache. With mobile, you're not dependent anymore on Google, okay? So Google can do whatever they want. You offer apps, you offer mobile websites, you are, you know, Q&R codes, you are absolutely independent from Google. And I think that's just a big advantage because you don't have to learn SEO, you don't have to learn pay-per-click and backlinks and all that stuff. You just straight up create a mobile website and it's easy to sell. So we actually suggest, you know, out of all the tools that we're going to show you, that you actually usually start with a mobile website. And I think Brian agrees with that. You know, it's the easiest way to open the door to get your foot in and make some quick cash. That's the one that you should start with. And then you can upsell SMS and, you know, apps. That's the hottest topic right now in general, and QR codes as well. So that's how I would approach that.
Nope, I agree, Mario. I'm going to move on, and I'm going to talk about really the problem that not only you guys, but we faced. How do you do all this stuff? It's cool. You can buy PDFs until the cows come home, right? You can learn everything you can do. You can learn from gurus and experts. One that Mario and I are a big fan of is a guy named Jay Fairbrother up in Pittsburgh. There's training galore, some of it better than others. Jack Mize, great stuff out there. But how do you actually deliver? And this is what we considered easy. Like is it the Staples or Office Depot, the easy button? Newbie friendly, yet still be premium quality, because you don't want to deliver something that looks like Front Page in 1997. You don't want to do it. So how do you do that for iPhone and Android and, thank you, Winter, but iPad and mobile websites, QR codes that actually give you value? How do you do the SMS so that it matters? Where do you go? What tools do you use? And how do you know you can trust them? If it runs on an open source program or something. That's the problem that every one of you face as you get serious and you sign up clients. What tools to use and how to choose them and how to get started. Right, Mario?
Yeah, and making sure, that's the tricky part, because things change so fast. You want to make sure that your mobile website and your tools, that they work on the Android platform, that they work on the iPhone, that they work on the iPad, but also on the Kindle, that they work on all the platforms, and it has to be updated automatically, so you guys don't have to worry about it. So that's all the type of things that we kept in mind when we got involved in development of different tools. And we want to share with you guys, what we came up with, and I think you're just going to be blown away. I mean, I already know it.
All right, Leanne, I'm going to do one more slide, then be prepared. I'm going to make you a presenter, and we're going to use your screen. I just want to give you a heads up. Mario, the next slide, let's see it. All right, guys, we want to introduce what we're calling Mobile BizBox. And yes, we did pick that name because the domain was available and other things like that. But we like
I don't see it.
it. Mobile BizBox is catchy.
Yeah,
So-
Brian, maybe you. Oh, there you go. Okay, now I can see it.
Yep. So this is our brand of a suite of mobile tools that'll help give you the arsenal you need to compete locally in the mobile market. You need a world-class iPhone or an iPad or an Android app. Heck, I think you should give all three. You need to do all that. You need professional grade SMS. You move beyond long codes and silly stuff with, Twilio and, you want the real thing. You want enterprise class. You want premium QR codes, a la Ken Santucci, and QR codes that really deliver and are useful for businesses. You want premium mobile websites that you can actually build yourself without having to call a guy in the Philippines and pay $150 and maybe he'll communicate on a regular basis and maybe not. We said, hey, we needed a hosted solution. We needed something that was super easy to use. We've been around the block with support. We know where the stumbling points are for most people. Not all people, but many, if not most people. So we knew that we needed hosted, and we needed what we're calling professional grade, and we needed support for multiple platforms on the app side, iPhone, iPad, Android. We needed it all, and we knew we needed it to be as easy as possible. It's never going to be super easy, but we needed to make it as simplified as we can so that everybody on this call could go out and make a site, and they didn't have to read a tutorial, call a guy in Philippines or India, or beg help from, Tony and OR or Winter or somebody like that, or Ken or guys like that. Everything here you can do yourself. You may not want to, but you can do it yourself without outsourcers.
And the cool thing is, if you outsource it, it's so easy to use that your outsourcers can actually understand it. Because I toyed around with it. I was able to create a mobile website like nothing. And guys, you know me. If I can do it, trust me, your outsourcer can do it as well. And you can definitely do it.
Well, with that being said, Mario, I want to hand it over to Leanne. Leanne, if you'll take possession, I'm going to make you the presenter. Hang on a second. I think I'm going to make you the presenter if I can find it.
Okay, just look.
Do I make the Leanne
Just
the
let
one
me know
where
what I
you're
need to do.
I have two Leannes. Do I want the capitalized one or the lowercase one?
The capitalized one.
Okay.
She
Funny
just
story.
cloned herself. That's
Funny
how
story to
it
that.
is.
Leanne does double the work.
That's how
Backup
we-
recording.
That's
I need to
right.
get paid double for this, right?
That's
double
right. Look at
this.
that.
Let's not
Always
talk about that
selling.
right now.
Yeah. All right, Leanne, I made you the presenter. Are you sharing your screen?
I don't know. My screen just went black.
So guys, you bear with us as we handle GoToWebinar. It's always a pleasure to deal with GoToWebinar.
Leanne, at the very top, it says screen sharing.
I love it.
There you
Okay,
go.
I think
There
you see my
go.
screen, right? Yahoo! Okay,
All
so
right.
first we want to talk about mobile websites. We're going to save the apps, right?
We're going to save the apps for a little bit. Yeah, let's start with the mobile websites, please.
Hang on.
Well, do you have one we could look at? Let's start with the finished product, Leanne, if you have one handy.
I do. Just bear with me while
Promise I
get
knew the answer to that question.
I get the GoToWebinar screen open. All right, you see this, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so what I have is I have the back office open, and then this is what you see in this little iPhone emulator is the result of what I created in here. And just as a little preface, guys, I am really not technically oriented, especially when it comes to handling like graphics or anything like that. I'm just graphically challenged, just me. But even I could create something that looked like this, okay, which is not half bad. And it took me all of maybe a half an hour to do this. So basically, you see that I've got the logo, and I just grabbed the logo from this company's website and stuck it in here. It's that easy. It literally took 2 seconds. And then I just went and copied elements from their website. So they actually had a coupon already, and that's not working. Sorry about that. Hang on 1 second. I'm using a new emulator, and now it's giving me troubles because it went to a different site.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
skipping
this is-
through sites right now.
Hang on one second. It hangs up a little bit. All right, we're back. Basically, this site has 2 locations, so this was a little challenging for me. And
And this is where you live, right, Leanne, in Framingham? You live
I
outside
live-
of Boston?
Yep, I live in Framingham, Mass. And as you can see, so I had to figure out, and it took all of, again, a minute with this software. And let me just show you the finished result here. So I've got 2 locations. If I click through, it actually gives you the map, the click to call. So this is what people will be seeing on their actual phone. Okay, when I click on the header, it takes me back to the home screen, which is really nice. So it's really nice to show a customer that, look, right on the home page, there's their logo. If I had put the coupon in there, it would be showing. And I don't know why it isn't, because it should be. There's the map to their location, so a customer can either choose Framingham or Cambridge. And again, we've got the tap to call feature and the map feature. And it's even got, so with this particular one, because there's 2 locations, the software is so smart that it will use the GPS notification in the phone to give them the location that's closest to them. If it just says, yeah, if it just, you can choose, pick a location near me. So for restaurants that have multi-locations or anything, it's great to be able to, or for businesses that have multi-locations.
Leanne, let me ask you to step, if you could move a little bit away from the mic. We're getting a lot of people commenting. If you could talk a little bit louder and step back, just a little bit from the mic.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Just louder now. Yeah, that fixed the problem, but just louder if you could.
Okay, how's this?
And I know you're not a loud person like
You're
some of
good.
us.
That's good.
That's good. All right, so it's got that. It's also got just a standalone tap to call if it would go. Not doing it. All right, let's go here. This is actually
nice.
a video that I dropped in, which is kind of cool that you can do that. That's just a
me
video
doing Xfinity.
I picked from their website. Forms, okay? Forms, this took me all of a minute to be able to build a form. And this actually works. I can put in my name and my email address, and it actually sent me an email. So it works. It sends an email right to you. Put the customer's email in there. You can build a form in a minute, which is awesome.
Yeah, and guys, we just show you the end result right now. After that, we're also going to show you a little bit how easy it is to create what you're looking at right here. I mean, forget about any technical stuff that you had to deal with in the past. You will be just shocked. But yeah, keep going, man. I mean, I love the video there. I didn't even know about that one.
Yeah, it's so easy. Now, I've showed you these features, tap to call. Let me show you in the back office. Let me close this thing up. 1 second, because I got to figure out how to close it.
Yeah, and that's
There it
not
goes.
our emulator. That's a third party. If you guys know a killer emulator.
Totally. All right, so this is the back office. And honestly, in here, I could hit preview, and it's going to show the same thing.
Yeah, I like that emulator better. Yeah,
Okay,
to
so-
call it do nothing. It's going to try to call from Google Chrome.
So, all right, so it obviously works if I was on a phone, but I'm not. So let's just close that. So let me just show you how easy. When you go to set up a website, basically I'm here, and this is the site that I set up. And this thing across the top, I'll show you how you can click on that to move around. But so you saw these were the elements, the free 10-day pass, the tap to call. If I went to edit this, basically, it gives you the instructions right here, okay? You have to be a complete dunce not to be able to make this work. So I want to create a tap to call button. Let's call it tap to call. And basically, this is an external link function. So any link you wanted to link to, you could put in here. So if you wanted to link to another website, if you wanted to link to another page on the mobile site, a buy page, a contact us page, whatever, you just put in the website. If you wanted to link to the phone, you can see here, you just put in this tel, colon, and then telephone number. And that's HTML. It automatically makes it a tap to call. You don't have to do anything. This automatically makes it a tap to email. You just put it in that. You don't have to know code. You just put that in. And then you save it. Done.
And the reason why Leanne is pointing it out that way, if you've seen other software tools where you were creating mobile websites, creating a tap to call button can actually be quite a challenge. So that's why she's pointing out how easy it is here with our software.
Exactly.
Let me answer this question that came up from a lot of people, and Doug Cameron was the most recent. Does it self-update so that as new handsets and operating
systems come out, we don't have to manually tweak our site?
Well, that's a good question for the provider. I would not know that answer, but
I can put that answer. Yes, we are updating on a weekly basis as devices come out. So is it is it automated like this cool robot in the sky? No. Is there little robots in the back room that update it weekly? Yes. So, but it's a fair question, and I understand why you guys are asking that. So if you ever find a site that it doesn't look right on, all you have to do is let us know, and then we update it.
Okay, I'm gonna go backwards. You see how I clicked up here to navigate also. That's how easy this thing is to move around in. So that was an external link. So let's go to that form, right? This is a forms module, and I'll show you all the modules in a second. This is how easy. So you put it in. This would be the from address. I just kind of made that up, like that was their address. But this is who the form goes to. So obviously, you can make it go to whoever you want at the company, and then you can BCCU to make sure that it's working. And they don't see this. So I think that's a really cool feature. And then these are the lines that I made. So your name, your email address. So let's just add one. I'll show you how easy it is to add a form field. Right up here, add form field. Let's add a single line text. Right now it's untitled. Let's call it your favorite pet. And save it. And right now it's going into save mode. And you see how it changed this to your favorite pet from untitled?
Yep.
And there we go. Now if we go to the preview, schedule a tour. Forms was definitely a challenge in other software that I've used. That's why I showed this particular feature. Look at that, your favorite pet. Now, I don't like this, right? Because it's below this other stuff. What if I want to move it up? I can do that. This is drag and drop. This is why I love this software.
How do you like that?
There you go. I just moved it up. How is that? I just have to save it again. But again, not much thought and changes can be made so quickly. So what's time? It's money. You can work faster here in the back office. You can sell more mobile sites, right?
Or you can do it all yourself. Really, not marketing. You really can do this yourself. It has
exactly.
some features built in. We can't go into all this on the call. We can't go in because we're going to show you all the pieces of what we have.
Right.
But for instance, it's going to suck the metadata off your existing desktop site.
Oh, I can show you that in the setup. When you set up a site for the first time, all you do is go to the site. So I just went to Evolve Fitness. I did a viewed their source code. I took their meta description and their meta keywords, and I just dropped them in here. And you can edit this, like if you wanted to say mobile in front of there, you can put that in. It's fully editable, but it's so fast. And that's it. So when you create a site for the first time, you'd see this. You can always go back there and change it. And then it's got this really cool feature at the bottom, right here where I've clicked Enable Add to Home Screen, and I save it. When a person brings this up on their cell phone, they'll get a little pop-up box at the very bottom of the screen, and it'll say, add this to your home screen, and it'll make it like a little app so that it'll always be in the person's phone and they don't have to bookmark the site. That is a really cool feature to show your clients. I don't know if it'll do it in the previewer, but let me see if it does. No, because it's not a phone. But I want to show you one more thing, and then we should move on to the apps.
Cool.
Or if people have more questions, we can always come back to this, right? But I want to show you.
Yeah, Leon, get ready for that. But Keith, if your wife can program a DVR, she can do this. This is way easier than programming a DVR.
Yeah, can I just?
I thought that was hilarious, but it is easier.
I tried about, oh my God, 3 other programming platforms. And let me just tell you this too. I had difficulty with them because they all had their challenges or learning curve. Whereas this, maybe because I had used those other ones, I was a little bit savvier. But you can see how drag and drop, plug and play simple this is. Like this footer, this is actually a link. So you can put this in your customer sites, right? And I say that you should. That, I'll show you how easy that was. In other platforms, I had to know HTML. In this platform, I don't. I just create, I can do it in this text, just like a WYSIWYG editor. I just highlight, and I put the link in there, just like you in a WordPress site, and I don't have to touch HTML. Whereas the other platforms, you had to know HTML source code and plug it in, and it was a headache for me. This, I just did it, and it's done. The other thing that this does automatically, as far as mobile URL, first of all, it creates a site on our site, right? So this would be the domain name that you would give the customer. That's not ideal, but you can, it gives you directions on how to create a redirect to your customer site that starts with m.theirname.com, which is extremely important for Google because they want to see if a customer has if a business has a mobile site, it should be on the M dot. It shouldn't be like our site. That doesn't give them as much juice in Google and they don't like it as much. So because you have the ability to do this, that's, again, that's better for your customers and better for their sites and better for their mobile website and all that. So with that being said, I should show you an app. What do you think?
Absolutely. And just to make this clear, guys, we just showed you like the tip of the iceberg. I mean, we just showed you how simple drag and drop this is. There's so much more cool stuff to do, but we only have 90 minutes on this webinar and we have so many cool tools. It's amazing. So we just wanted to show you like the best of the best, but there's so much more amazing stuff. But yeah, why don't you show us an app and you know what else we have in store here? Because that was just the mobile website portion, guys.
Yeah, and honestly, I could go through a bunch more tabs, but then this whole webinar would be on mobile websites. And I wouldn't be able to get through the rest of this stuff, or you guys would be spending all afternoon with me.
Yeah, and we do so much more than mobile websites, right?
Exactly. Now, all right, on your screen is an app or a previewer of an app that I created. And again, you have to know I'm horrible with graphics. I'm really not that technical. You know, maybe I can record a webinar and program some stuff in WordPress, but I'm not really a technical person. So let me just show you some of the features. First of all, it's got this nice little sliding thing on the bottom. I don't even know what you call that, a tray, an icon tray. Reservations. This particular restaurant, I chose it because it's got multiple locations. So that would add a level of difficulty for me, okay? And let me just show you, if I click on the Boston reservations, this is so cool. The app integrates with OpenTable, and it does it really easily, so that if I wanted to, I could literally find a table live on the webinar tonight. If I wanted to go there at 7:15, I could actually book this table right now. And that's just from here. That's just from the previewer. It's got a tip calculator. And the reason this is in here is because, for a couple reasons. When you build an app for a business, so what would be important for an end user for a restaurant? This is a good feature. And if you're building for Apple, they like to see you put in features that are good for the end user. Okay, so let's say you go out to dinner. Whoops. I got to remember I got to use this screen. And your dinner's $100. And you want to be really good tippers. You want to tip like 40%. And let's say there's only 2 of you. You hit calculate. Each person's going to pay $70. And this graphic behind here, I'm going to show you. I actually created this. Me, the
40%.
graphically challenged person. Hey, want to be a good tipper? I want to show
40%.
something.
Hey guys, I want to be a waitress or a waiter wherever Leanne eats.
QR coupon. No, let's not show that. Hang on one second. Loyalty tab. I love this one. This is a great feature in the app program. It works just like a punch card, but it's in an app. So this is what would show up. And as you can see, these are locked. And the person can see the little prize at the end of the rainbow with the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but they can't get there. Okay? And if they tried, it would go, keep coming back. So when they're in the restaurant and they have to purchase, looks like I set it up so they have to purchase 4 before they can get the free thingy. So now they're in there, they purchase the first one, and they're going to hand the phone to the person at the restaurant who's going to plug in the code. They plug in the code, they stamp it, look at that. Person goes away, they come back, go through again, and you get the idea, right?
Sweet.
But how cool a feature is that? And again, I'm going to show you this, how easy it was to set up. It was super, super simple. All right, so I don't have to go through the whole thing. Or maybe, you know what, I will, because you'll just see. Give me 1 second.
Sure, go for it.
And there you go. They bought all the things they needed to buy. This is what comes up. Are you sure you want to redeem? The person goes, hell yeah, I just spent the money. Give me my free stuff. Congratulations, you can now get your free appetizer. And I had programmed in what it would say. You hit OK, and look what happens. They go right back to the cycle, and they can start all over again. Pretty cool, and a great way to put in a feature in your app that keeps people coming back to the app. Apple loves that too. They don't want to see an app that could just be a website and have a person go once and there's no reason to go back. If you have a loyalty tab in there, people are going to go back, right? Because they kind of have to. This is another good feature that Apple likes to see. They like to see you use the native functionality of the phone, which has a camera. So I just said, love your meal, send us a picture of you and your meal. We'll add it into a drawing for a free dinner at the end of the month. And of course, if you're on a camera, you could, if you're on a phone, you could choose a picture. Locations is just showing the locations. You can plug in events. So if they had wine dinners or things like that, you can add that to the app. There's 2 ways of putting menus in apps. You can upload a PDF, or you can create your own, which I did. And I think I've showed you enough here. Let me go into the back and let me show you how I created some of this stuff. What do you think?
Yeah, awesome. I mean, we have a lot of people here very excited about seeing the end product and how easy it is. So that would be awesome if you can show a little bit about how easy it is. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because again, I am not really good with technical stuff. When you set up the app for the first time, you see all these. These are all the modules that I was just going through, right? We saw the menu, we saw events. It's very easy to populate. All you do is add a new tab. Come on, work with me. And if my computer was faster and I didn't have GoToWebinar running, and then you wouldn't see a blank screen. Honestly, on your computer, it would be like a millisecond. And then you just choose a tab. So what do you want? Let's have a Call Us tab. And we'll name it Contact Us. Then we can choose an icon. So whatever. Doesn't really matter. Let's just choose that. Save changes. Do you think I actually did something? I sure did. Look at that. Contact us. Now, what if you think, well, that's a really, these tabs show up in the order that they're going to show up in that tray. So what if I think that contact us is more important and it should show up higher? Well, you put your cursor over these little green arrows and you move it up. And you can see where it's showing up at the page and you drop. So again, more drag and drop stuff. How much do we love that, right? I moved it way up here and now it's up at the top. So if I go into content, because those are just the tabs, and now we got to put stuff on those tabs, right? So there it is up there. Here's the reservations tab. Let me show you how easy this is. This is the website. And I knew that they had the Open Table integrated because I can see that they've got book a table, but there's a problem. And the problem is there's no URL that I can grab here. So what I had to do was I had to go to opentable.com. And I had to actually do a search by the restaurant name. And this is what you would do for your customers. You just find their name. I picked a location, find a table. I actually click on that link. And now up here, I've got a nice clean link. I'm just going to take that and I'm going to delete the Framingham reservations. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to create and put it back in. So you just click on this Add Web View. Let's call this Framingham Reservations. Drop in the URL, save changes. It shows up. Let's say I want Framingham as the most important restaurant. I'm going to move the order. Again, more drag and drop. It's done. I can go to Preview. Click on Preview. Now, I know you can see here that says mobile website. When you go into your app creator, you will see that it also creates a mobile website at the same time you create an app. It's like a courtesy mobile website. It really isn't, you can't really change it because it only acts off the changes you make to the app. So it does not replace the mobile website creator that I showed you at all. It's a courtesy, like ignore it. But here we are in the reservations. Let me click on this. See, Framingham Reservations is back. And it's live. That's how fast that is. So literally putting all these in took me all of 10 minutes tops. And that's only because I had to go back and forth between Open Table and get the links. Let me show you another tab. And then I'll show you how easy it is to change the look and feel. Let's see, tip calculator. I'll show you that only because that involves an image. So I told you I was image challenged, and I am. And to create, this is actually an image, and I used paint.net, which is a totally free program, which you're going to have if you're going to be creating apps, and even for the mobile website creator, you're going to need some graphics program. You do not need Photoshop or anything fancy. Paint.net, GIMP, those are the two good free ones that I know of. It works just fine. I don't know what you would use on a Mac. I'm sorry, because I'm a PC gal. This is the image that I created. And honestly, what I did was I went to the company's site. And I use, because I have a PC with this thing, I use this thing called the snipping tool. But if you have Jing, that will work just great also. And I know Jing is free. And then what I did was I just drew a little box around their logo because this site was a challenge. And Jason, shout out to him, he actually had to help me with this. I could not download this logo because it's not a separate image. So I had to take a screenshot and save it to my computer. Okay, just for you guys, you're going to run into this. And you're going to have, again, some kind of free screen grabbing tool. And I know there's this free one for Mac, and I'm not sure the name on it, but you can just do a search and find it. And that's, I'm just telling you the tools that you're going to need, and they're free and they're easy to use. So once I had that, I went here and literally I just pictures. Hopefully it'll pop up. Move so fast. Come on. Sorry, it's going a little slow just because. But anyway, now that I have this open, I have their logo in here, someone. Papa's logo. I just take it, drag it in. I add it on a layer. I can click here. I literally just moved it down to the bottom of the screen. I resized it a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to delete that because you don't need to see that anymore. And then I filled in, again, shout out to Jason. I wanted to fill in the whole background with this red. And all you do to do that is you create a new layer. And let me go onto that layer. And you make sure that you have burgundy. I should have called these a different thing. Anyway, I don't know if you can see it, but that just turned into a burgundy color. Let's go back to that layer. I just drew a little rectangle, go to the paint bucket, and filled it in. That's it. Then you can just move it. I moved it down there, and uh-oh, it covered that up. No big deal. Just move it down. And that's it. And then I just filled in the top area with white with the same process, and I saved it, and that's how I created the background. Whoops. Don't want to do that. That's how I created that background. So again, sorry if that was confusing, but I just wanted to show you how simple it was for someone who's graphically challenged. And there'll be more complex graphics that you can hire out. But for an easy one like that, you can certainly do it yourself.
All right, guys. So lots of questions, lots of comments right now. And for all of you, I see some people frustrated that we haven't answered them. There's like 750 comments. And I probably answered 200 real quick. If we missed yours, it wasn't maliciously, and we'll probably get to it. So you don't have to write them a bunch of times, I promise.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things to cover, guys. So again, we have like 700 questions already. We're going through them step by step. But Leanne, you're doing great. I mean, I think it was important that you show that how easy it is to create graphics. That was actually a good point.
Oh, good. I wanted to.
For somebody, a couple people, actually 5 or 6 of you, I won't name your names, said, "Why is your technical support person not technical?" And at first I thought it was kind of funny, and I said, the reality is, you guys, she is more on the business side. She answers our help desk, and she does some other things for us beyond tech support. We have a couple technical people. Some of you guys know Jason and Tracy, but the beauty of having Leanne show this is she's not uber technical. She doesn't breathe JavaScript and HTML5 code. You know what I mean?
That's the whole point, yeah.
You use, guys. And we thought about having Jason on because he's like a whiz bang at everything. And that it's not fair because he's not the same as everybody else out there. Leanne, Mario, and I are probably all much more similar to you than if we brought on an uber tech guy like Jason or Tracy.
Yeah, and don't take me wrong. I mean, I can upload a WordPress site. I can, when I say I'm not technical, that's what I mean. I don't do programming. I don't do a lot of code. I understand the high-level overview of it, but I don't do it. I don't live it and breathe it. I can make my way around a site like this or the app because it is so darn simple, and there are like step-by-step instructions, and I'll show you what I mean by that.
We had Winter, one of our coaching students, do she built an app yesterday, and she had a hiccup or two. It took her a couple hours, I think, back and forth, and not having read anything. Winter admitted she's like me and never reads or watches any of the videos. She start to finish made a pretty cool real estate app in a couple hours.
I'm actually pulling up Winter's app right now.
There it is. Mario, look at that.
Oh, okay, there you go.
So,
no BS internet marketing. That's what I'm talking about. Nice. First
how do you
time that
like
I see
this?
this, guys. That's a smart.
Mario's never seen this, you guys. We had some fun here. Yeah, he
and
does
the
look
tabs-
corporate.
The
Who
tabs
thinks
look
Mario looks
cool.
corporate there? He's an IBMer.
pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
the cool thing is that, yes, I talked to Winter yesterday afternoon. She played around in here for a little bit. Again, not really, she didn't watch the tutorial. It's literally that intuitive that you could do this and not have to have a lot of instructions. And she even has these functioning, like the calculator actually works. And if you notice, this calculator looked pretty similar, huh? Looks like the tip generator, pretty much the same kind of functionality, except she was creating this one for Realtor.
I can be a realtor for you guys. I mean, I just can't stop looking.
Yeah.
Someone said I didn't iron the shirt. Come on, man.
Yeah, Wolfie, that's Wolfie.
I tried my best. What's up with that? I mean, that's as corporate as I can be. Like, you know how I walk around, Brian, with shorts and stuff like that. I mean, that's like the max.
I wear sandals every day. I mean, come on.
But,
yeah.
Thank you, Winter. That's a cool app right there.
I bet that's your favorite app, right, so far?
Oh, it is, absolutely.
All right, now I'm going to show you. This is an already done restaurant app.
Hey guys, we're going to answer some of these Royal Mobile questions, like in terms of replacing, and like Paul, I see your question right now. Let us get through this for a minute, and then we'll talk about it.
Now, this is what I meant about more stunning graphics, okay? This makes my graphics look sick. And, again, if you're not good at graphics, hire that stuff out. It would not take much to create, for somebody who knows what they're doing, to create something that looks killer like that, right? That's the point that I want to make with that. But this particular app, QR coupons. This is a really cool feature of this app. It enables you to create a QR code, give it to the customer. They can keep it in their establishment, put it in their advertising, whatever, and make promotions from it. And again, it's a loyalty thing. So a person has to go, and it's locked. The only way to unlock this and show it is you actually have to scan the QR code. And of course, you have to be in the establishment to do that, or wherever they have their advertising or whatever promotion they're running, right? So again, another cool functionality of this app. I love it. And if you want to see how easy that is to create, I have one here, QR coupon. Let's add a new coupon. This is what I wanted to show you about this software, all right? Question. This is the title that will be displayed on the coupon on the iPhone. It's viewable by the customers. They tell you everything. So don't call it my coupon for my rotten customers, because that's not going to fly. So we'll call it free appetizer. Start date, the day you want to start. Let's see, maybe today. How's that? If it's an ongoing promotion, just leave that blank. QR code. What's the code? Well, all you have, basically, it's going to be words underneath the code that show. So you just call it free app. This is where you set how many times. Do you want them to scan it 100 times or 2 times? Let's say 2. This kind of prevents a little fraud, hours before next check-in. If you don't want the person to just stand there at the register scanning a code, you would say, look, you got to wait 24 hours. You're going to come back tomorrow. It just won't work. It won't unlock. Can it be used again? Sure. Can it run through the sequence again? Why not? And is it active? That makes it active. If you want to upload an image, give me 1 sec for this to load slowly again. But you can easily upload an image. And let's just pick stuffed pork. And it's now in there. And the coupon description is just, that's it. If you want to know what you're typing in, so you would say, congratulations. And then save your changes. Really important to always hit that green button. And voila. Oh, I should name it something different, huh? Okay, and this is the button you hit. If anybody wants to scan that code, anybody have an iPhone?
I do. I have
You
a
want to
direct
scan?
for those of you that are against iPhones. So let me see. I'm scanning it. Hang on, let me grab my phone.
I'll just leave it up for a second for people to scan. I just scanned it. Let me scan this one. I just pulled up this other one. Oh, now my phone's...
Scan the QR code. Let's get this interactive.
And let me show you the preview now, because we've now created that new app, so let's preview it. This is where you always go back to check your work. Every time you change something, go into preview. It's going to take a second again. We'll go to webinar. It's eating up a lot of my computer. Thank God I got this new spiffy, lot of memory computer. And let's scroll through the tray here. QR coupon. Nope, sorry. There it is. It's locked. That's the one we just created. And this is the one I created before. So let me go back, because I want to show you, actually I should go back into preview. One of the coolest features for a restaurant, and it's what's going to make your jaw drop, I think, is that, let's say you had a pizza place, and wouldn't it be cool if someone could order a pizza with all the toppings and pay for it, and all they would have to do was just walk into the pizza shop and pick it up. So, you know, all that standing in line, you got to wait to pay, blah, blah, blah. Well, there wouldn't be any of that, because they can just go to their app. And like for this company, I have food ordering set up. If you want to order a pizza, you click on that tab. And you can choose the margarita thin crust pizza and don't allow because you're not a phone. And you put all this stuff in. Okay, so I chose that the pizza was $10.99. I chose that you could add, let's add extra mushrooms and extra onion. And if you want to tell them anything like, hey, no garlic or something like that, you could put in instructions and then you add it. And it actually goes into a cart. So I'll add it to my cart. Look at that. It's not done. If you want to order more food, like someone wanted a pizza, someone else wanted a salad, whatever, whatever, you can order more. And when you're done, you would just check out. So I'm done now. So let's just order this. Add to cart. And check out. Now, if I hit sync this, it syncs with PayPal and with Google Checkout. All I would have to do is put in my contact information, pay, and it would actually pay. I obviously haven't synced it with PayPal, but let me just show you how easy that is to set up.
And I mean, this is big. I hope everyone on the webinar that you guys are catching this, like everything this integrates with, and this is the app platform. Don't forget that we show you the mobile website platform, which also integrates with everything that you can imagine. I had a very basic question here before you go ahead, Leanne.
Sure, go ahead.
Some of the people ask like, hey, what's the difference between a mobile website and an app? And just in very basic terms, if you grab your cell phone and you use a browser, and you go to NBA.com or any website, that's basically, where you need a website that's optimized for mobile. Okay, now when you talk about the app, if you take your smartphone and you look at the apps that you have on your phone or the apps that you download from the Android market or from, with iPhone, Apple, that's the app. So imagine that you can tell a business owner, guess what, when your clients go home, they can have your app on the on their phone, and I can send them. You can send them push-ups. Push-ups. Yeah, you can have them make but you can send them push notifications. You can, be in touch with them. And I mean, this is really powerful stuff. But that's really the difference between the app and between the mobile website. And yeah, if you should also do push-ups, by the way, and stay in shape. Okay. Just on the side note. Yeah. With that,
I guess I need to go work out.
Yeah, and honestly, an app, it was explained to me that an app is really good for retention, customer retention. So if you're a business, you not only want to get new customers into your business, which you can do with the SMS platform, right?
Or the mobile website. Yeah.
Or the mobile website by doing a text campaign or sending people to the mobile website, which will help, get them to your place of business. Once you do that, an app, because it uses the functionality in the iPhone, it does things that the mobile website just can't do. Right now, we can't order food through the mobile website. It's impossible. You can I want to show you another cool feature. Let me just sneak over here.
Leanne, when you're done with that, I want to show you another app that I have. If you pull the previewer up, I'll give you the code.
Okay. Check-in. This makes your company's business their own Foursquare. What customers do is they go, and I should actually pull up my app, right? Because you don't have check-in in your app, do you, Brian?
I do not have check-in, no.
Okay. Because wouldn't it be cool for a place of business to know that not only can they be their own Groupon, because once they build up a list and they're pushing out, because as Mario said, you can do push messages right in your app, as well as the SMS platform that you have. So not only can they reach their customers that way, but the customer can walk into the business, the GPS will use, now this is where a website, it wouldn't work. This is where the GPS function of an iPhone or a smartphone will figure out that the person is in that place of business, and it will unlock however many, like you saw that I had to set up the QR one for 4. You can set up the check-ins for as many as you want. So say a person has 6 check-ins and you want to give a free small prize. You don't want to give a big prize because, again, the person doesn't have to purchase anything really. All they have to do is walk in the place of business and walk out. So you don't really want to give a high dollar amount, but it's a cool feature to have because it encourages people to go back and visit that place of business to get a prize, right? So check in. It would like to use my current location, and I'll say okay, but oops, I'm not a phone, so it's not going to work. But I have this set up. If you do 4 check-ins, you get a free appetizer, or 4 check-ins, you get a free soft drink. And basically, every time it has the same lock, and then when you do the check-ins, it unlocks as the check-ins occur.
Nice.
So I just thought that was pretty cool.
That's very cool. And actually, Patty just made a comment. Hey guys, don't forget about reputation management. You could add a tab to collect email testimonials, pictures, and video testimonials. Woohoo, she says. So think about reputation management too, guys. I mean, the possibilities are just endless. It's not funny.
Yeah, and get me going, because that's what FanWall is. Okay, if I click on, let me find my previewer. Thank you, Patty. Because this FanWall, look at that.
Ooh,
Somebody actually used it.
Mike, you get a major discount for Mike.
Now, I did not set this up. I set up mine, but I didn't do this. So what Mike actually did was he logged in, and if you can answer, Mike, did you log into Twitter or Facebook? Because the way that you use this is you click on the plus, and you have to actually log in to one of your accounts, your real account, and you can make a post. And that's what Mike did.
Hey, Mike, thanks. That really helps to showcase and how you can use it for reputation management and everything. I mean, this is awesome.
Now, you can moderate this because, remember, you have no control. So what you would want to do probably is check into your apps maybe once a week, maybe once a day, depending on how active people are with your business's company, your client's company. because somebody could post anything they want. They could have said Brian and Mario are the two biggest dorks on the planet, and that would show up there. But in the back office, you have a way to take that
They
out.
pay double.
The other thing this encourages is interaction, because now what I can do is I could click on that plus, sign in with my Facebook account, and reply to Mike, and he could see that. So it encourages interaction between a business and their customers in a very cool way.
All right, Leanne, I got to show you this other one. This is, you guys say, what businesses could really use an app, right? You're saying, yeah, BS. Outside a restaurant, nobody wants it. I didn't make this. This is one of our,
Hit me.
I don't want to, the code is, let me find my code. It is
Because I also have preview.
STEDE.
What is it? S is in Sam?
Yeah, this is from Danny. STEDE. Danny's been in our pilot group. He's a Royal Mobile and Offline Renegade member since the beginning, and he was kind enough to let me show this. This is way beyond a restaurant. Which one are
Holy.
you, Danny? This is for a DJ.
Cool.
DJ service.
Okay, so this is a photo gallery tab.
Mm-hmm.
And look how cool that is to be able to screen through. Is that music? In fact, those are just images. These are just images.
All of these images were stolen. Danny said courtesy of the beautiful Google image search. He said he doesn't have a license for these images, but
Cool.
you get the idea. This is how he's winning a deal for a couple K with this DJ, because the DJs have egos just like a lot of businesses, and it's all about branding the DJ. He's all over paying for these kind of things. And this is why you got to get your head beyond restaurants. Restaurants are the low-hanging fruit. Don't avoid them, but there are lots and lots of opportunities beyond the easy stuff that, you know, the restaurants where everybody will think of.
Yeah, and you know what? When you say that, let me type in, because you like lawyers, right?
I hate lawyers, but I like working with them.
There you go. Let's see if it would work for a lawyer. What do you think? Give me 1 second, because this is kind of a long.
No problem. You're doing a great job right there, and we have people still excited. And guys, you better stick around because we're just getting started here. We have more to come.
Well, you know what? We need to tell you one thing, because Mario, I'm getting a lot of these questions. We are obviously going to make an offer. We're going to let you purchase this, but we are going to limit how many people can buy it today. So a couple people, I had to tell them I couldn't give them the link early. They had to go and stuff. Guys, we'll probably offer it again later. We're going to open it up. It's going to be, there obviously is a special price. I don't need to tell you anything you didn't know, but there's a limit. What you don't know is we're limiting how many people we bring on. And if you say why, that's marketing, that's BS. I remind all of you who were day one Royal Mobile members, when we sold like 500 in an hour, I remind you of what we went through. We just don't want to do that again, guys. So we're going to have, I want to say, I think we said 35 in the PowerPoint, but I think we may do 50, but that's going to be it.
And that's because it's all manual. We have to get these people set up. So everyone that purchases, we're behind the scenes setting you up in all these platforms. You know, we haven't even hit the QR codes. We have got QR code.
You know what? Why don't
Then I would say
we need to move on.
No, we'll keep it at 35, but finish this example here, and then let's show them also the QR code, because
Okay.
guys, we have so much. It's I'm excited here.
And if
Brian,
Jody Murphy,
right?
if Jody's power gets out, Jody, you can be the 36th person, because I hear you about the storm, so we'll take care of you.
Brian, can you share your screen again and show that PowerPoint? I mean, that QR code?
Yes, give
fast?
me 1 second. I can hide.
Do I
all
do
the-
change presenter? Is that what I do?
Let me do it. Give me 1 second. I'll pull it up, hide all the multitasking. Let me see.
No,
And
you
let me
don't
just say
multitask,
how
Brian.
excited I am about like all these things, because for me, being able to create an app, and you saw my app, it looks pretty good. It's got a lot of features and functionality, and I created that. Oh my God, in maybe like 3 hours, and a lot of that time was spent learning and creating videos and training videos while I was doing it. So frankly, it wouldn't have taken me that long at all. So to be able to create something that you can sell for, $1,500, $2,000, $3,000, depending on the features that it has, and it's only going to take you a few hours to me, that's just like a wicked cool return on investment for your time. And the fact that you don't have to outsource it.
I
That's
love that
awesome.
part, Leanne. All right, everybody. This is a QR code that Leanne made with something we haven't even showed you yet, but it's our QR code system. Most products today have rudimentary QR code features built in, website builders, SMS systems. But when you see what we have, we decided to kind of take it up a notch, if you will, or what's the Emerald slang? Bam! You know, we stepped it up. So if you guys don't mind, scan this QR code, and the whole QR code is here, so it will scan for you. I know some of you had problems, me included, on the other one, Leanne, up because of the screen the way the screen was. This will work, so go ahead and scan this, and we appreciate it, and we'll use it when we talk about the analytics on the QR side. Anybody out here know Ken Santucci? I know a lot of you do, a lot of you that are Offline Renegade members. Ken put out a product before anybody else, a really good course on QR codes. And a lot of it was futuristic, and it talked about all the cool stuff you're going to be able to do as they mature. We're going to show you a lot of the stuff Ken talked about a year and a half ago. We're going to show it to you in a few minutes. So very cool stuff. But please go ahead and scan so we can get some good data points.
Yeah, okay. I'll tell you what. You want to know the number of scans? What do you think? What was that? Like a minute? Maybe 30 seconds to a minute?
Yeah, 30 seconds, something like that.
All right. Well, thanks all you guys in the webinar, because we have gotten 170 scans.
Wow, that's pretty good. I didn't think 170 people had QR readers.
Okay, now we have 202 scans. And that's real time, obviously.
That's one out of 5 people on this call have already scanned it. So very cool, you guys.
Now, do you want to give me the screen back and I'll show you what I'm talking about here? We'll leave Appland for a minute. We can always go back if you have questions.
Yeah. So everyone on the call, we showed you the mobile website generator, which is like the best out there right now. We showed you the app tool. So we always recommend you start with mobile websites. That's the easy one to sell. Then you can upsell them an app for 500, 1,000. But now we're going to show you the QR code generator and the analytics that you get with it. It's just sick. But hey, it's your show, Leanne.
It is sick.
And guys, you see those automobile QR codes? We do real world stuff. When I met Steve Rosenbaum 3 weeks ago in Austin, Leanne and I we created some stuff to do live for the dealerships. This is all designed for the real world. So let's show you the example, Leanne. Let's see those stats.
Alrighty. This is the coolest. Now, again, this is real time, so I don't know what I'm going to find, but let's pop in here. That's the QR code that you just scanned.
All right.
And as you can see, wicked spike right here. Look.
Man, do I know you're in Massachusetts with the wicked word. I used to say that was my word when I was in middle school. Let me tell you. I used to live in Boston.
253 scans. What business owner wouldn't want to know these kind of analytics, okay? To be able to see how many people are scanned. You create something, and then what happens? If you don't know, but here, look at this. Unique scans. All right, so some of you guys scanned it twice because I got 185 uniques. Let's see how many you guys have.
Look at that.
iPhones.
Oh, my gosh.
Look at this. We've got...
Man, I would not have guessed. I'm impressed.
That's internet marketers, man. That's why I'm not surprised, but it's crazy. I wouldn't have thought that.
You guys...
Almost 50. Actually, Samsung is kicking iPhone's butt a little bit.
You know, well, and we're seeing that in the real world with that new phone, so we'll have to see what the new one next month from iPhone looks like, but don't count them out yet.
Now let's go here. This is the sweetest spot. I hover over this map. We've got 11 people.
I'm missing my UK people, so some of them, Tim and Sean.
Hang on, I haven't...
All right, we got a few of you guys. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't gone over to Europe yet, so give me a second here. Canada, we've got... Oh, we just bumped it up to 11 people. Over in the UK, what do we got? 4 people over there. And let's scroll over to here.
Hey.
Australia. Australia's in the house. Look at that. Nobody from over here, China, Japan,
China, Russia.
But wait a minute. Did I just see somebody?
I did too, yeah. Drill in, we'll be able to see it.
There we
Look
go.
at that.
Somebody's in Poland.
Poland. Hey.
Poland's in the house. All right, we can see it better here. We got
Oh, there you go.
Poland,
That's nice.
Germany.
Denmark, France. How cool! Oh, look, somebody down here in South
Three
Africa.
South Africans, yeah.
But how cool is this to be able to show your customer not only locally but globally? Now,
So the
if I
question
have-
was out there, Leon, you didn't see it because you were talking, but somebody said, does the GPS and the QR code work outside of the United States? So I think we've answered that.
I think so, yeah. Now, if I haven't knocked your socks off yet with this kind of stats,
You want to show the UK picture or no?
I got a picture I can probably show.
Okay.
Go
Oh, this
down
is crazy.
here. Now, let's say you got a
I haven't looked
customer,
Okay, yeah.
and let's just stick to local right now because most of us are local marketers. And you got an attorney, and they run an ad in the big magazine. So you've got, like up here in Massachusetts, we have Boston Magazine. It's distributed through the whole state. We've got, obviously, the Boston Globe. Let's say they run an ad in the Boston Globe. Let's say they have so that's our newspaper. Let's say they have in Boston Magazine and some other newspapers, so the Tab, whatever. So they have more town newspapers, a big, across the state, and they put a QR code in there. But because they don't know once they place an ad in that media where their customers are coming from. They really have to rely on their employees to ask, to remember to ask. If they even do ask, most small businesses just forget that step. So they put a lot of money out there and say they advertise in the Boston Magazine, which goes throughout the state. But let's say they find out, because they've got QR codes in their app, in their ads, that most of the people are coming from, here's where it gets really juicy. It's showing me the exact cities that are scanning these QR codes. So let's say that they found that most of the people were coming from the western suburbs, and they weren't coming from Western Mass, and they weren't coming from, they could just knock out that advertising. You could save your customers a ton of money just by placing a QR code in an ad. And look at this. This gets even sicker. I love this. So now we've gotten down to the city level. Okay, you can see on the map, we keep drilling in. Let's get even deeper. So let's go down here. And we can see that in Las Vegas, 4 people scanned. It shows me the geographic area, just this area. Okay, that's where the scans came from.
Okay, now this is officially wicked. I have to agree. We had a lot of people asking me, oh,
Get ready, Mario. It's not wicked yet.
Oh,
What's
well,
next?
How wicked! This is where the person was who scanned. Now, if you're on the webinar, can you tell me that this is absolutely true? Because you were on this street, and I'm going to do a little. Is that what you were looking at when you scanned that QR code? Because it looks like you were right there where that little A is. Now, how
This
sick is
crazy.
that? Is that sick or what?
Yeah, and we had a lot of people asking, okay, how local can you go? Can you go hyper local? I think this is the answer. You can actually see.
How about that black Tahoe over there?
You know what? If you could get more local like this, you'd be in their living room. Because this is about as close as you can get. Now, I was lucky. that
Let's
it
go
didn't
around the
pull up-
street. Yeah.
I mean, seriously, if this person had scanned from their home, we would see their house.
And we won't show it, but we had a cool one yesterday on an example we were doing from the Renegade and Royal Mobile Group, where we actually saw the guy in the UK's house, and we validated it was his house with him.
Yep. And
Neat,
for
neat
privacy.
stuff. Neat stuff. Yeah, we don't want to go
Yeah,
too far
I
down
won't
that
go
road.
there, but I'll tell you how lucky I was that this wasn't a house because I didn't know that this is real time. Now, if we go
Right,
back
and
to the.
this is almost scary right now, but the thing is, what we want to show you guys is that if you have a client and they want to have more local information and actually understand where the heck the QR code gets scanned to get some data about their customer base, understand their target market, where are they exactly? You don't have to show them the house of the client, but you can really give them very, very detailed analysis like never before. This is really, really powerful stuff, guys.
And again, these are tools, but we're talking marketing. We're talking return on investment to the business owner. We're talking saving money on your advertising. That's what businesses want to hear. They don't want to hear, I can sell you a QR code. They don't care. But can you save them from advertising in Boston Magazine, the Boston edition, when all they have to advertise in is the Metro West edition, and it's going to save them $1,000 a month? That's what they want to hear.
It's big.
Because, so yes, we're giving you tools, but the tools have real uses that real business owners want and need, and there's no other way for them to get this information. There is absolutely no other way on the planet, and you guys can provide it. And it's as simple as creating a box like this. And literally, if I go to 2D barcode, create a campaign, it's as easy as, let's say, Joe.
And guys, it's yeah, it's awesome. I'm getting a lot of comments.
I hope people are liking this. Are they?
Yeah, people love it, but they're also getting desperate. They want to know how they can sign up.
Keith Avery said, "Sell this to divorce lawyers. Big brother, be careful."
Yeah, we is there another big feature you want to show, Leanne? Because if not, I think we should move forward because we have a lot of people here saying, "Hey, okay, where can I sign up? I want to be one of the
we need to.
All right. If people don't have any other questions, what have I showed? I've showed everything. I've showed the website. I've showed the app.
One more thing, Leanne. Remember what we did when we went with Steve Rosenbaum and we had the.
Okay, we got to do
a little SMS, guys. A little bit of text message.
Here's the thing. Poor SMS is feeling left out. I know, because there's a lot of people from Royal Mobile, and maybe it's old hat. But look, this is cool too because, again, this is a loyalty feature. And I showed this to a car dealer, and he went nutty. And we're still talking. We're still in negotiation, going back and forth. But he went nuts for this. And what you want to do is grab your phones, whoever has a smartphone, and I know you're out there because you scanned that code, 190 of you.
So which screen are you guys trying to show right now? Because for me, it's frozen. Brian, did you grab it or?
Let me put a slide up, Leanne. Let me put a slide up.
Yeah, that makes it easier. So
I'm going to put a slide up so you can see it rather than.
Yeah, we just want to make clear that you guys understand. If you are not in Royal Mobile already, you also get with the Mobile BizBox a fully functioning, high level, the best of the best SMS platform with so many things. We spent 90 minutes on a webinar just explaining the SMS. I mean, this is powerful. If you want to see it just a little bit in action, go ahead and send this word here to 72727.
Let me stop you. U.S. only, that code, guys. So you got to be in the U.S. for that code.
Yeah, right. Sorry, Australia, South Africa.
And I will tell you that for all you Royal Mobile members, I have a feeling you're going to snap up the 35 spots before anybody else. But for those of you in the UK, we are getting close on a UK short code. So we'll let you know shortly.
Hey, Brian, you said
that out, guys.
I think you said 50.
Yeah, we debated. Mario knocked it back to 35, I think.
Yeah, we have to be careful because it's a manual process and we don't want to overwhelm our own support. So we'll keep it at 35 and then we'll see how we take it from there. But text MERCOIL to that number 72727. Then you can also see a little bit how powerful the SMS platform is that you also get in addition. And with that being said, within the next 30 to 45 seconds, you guys should get a reply and you can see. Maybe you can just give a really short version, Leanne, of why you set that up, or you, Brian, with the car dealer.
Yeah, I'll give you an example. We went into a Mercedes dealership, Steve Rosenbaum and I, in Austin a couple weeks ago, and we were showing different examples. When we got to mobile, you got to make it concrete, right? You have to make it something they get. How do you drive more revenue in our service department? Leanne, is that one? I don't have it pulled up right now. That is the one on the what's the word? The oil change with the
loyalty, yeah.
The loyalty card, guys. So punch card kind of concept. So
and basically, it gives the people a reason. So because oil changes, it's really competitive. You get Jiffy Lube, you get the car dealership. They want people going back there. They don't want you going to Jiffy Lube and Sears and other places.
It's all about getting them to stay in the dealership and not go to these other places. So if you go there, when you get the text, you'll click that little link in the text, and then you're going to see a landing page generated on the fly, if you will, from the platform, from our SMS system. And it's got the Mercedes-Benz of Austin logo, because this is real. We did this Steve and I did it live a couple weeks ago before I went on vacation. And you can redeem. And this actually works. If I remember, the code was OIL for this demo, right?
Yes, it is.
So guys, try code OIL on there where it says redeem. Click that, try the code OIL.
And you can see it in action, yeah. But yeah, we have so many people asking for the link right now. And just to make clear, guys, we could just show like the best of the best. There's much more in there. We have a training area ready for you guys with tutorials already done for the mobile website generator and our tool that creates apps and the SMS platform. So you have training there. We have the help of Jay, who's actually here on this call. He's going to help us with some training. He's out there killing it. We're selling SMS and mobile websites. So we have webinars for you guys as well, because here's our goal. In the first 30 days, we want you guys to sell the first mobile website at least, so you can make, multiple times your investment back. And that way we know that you guys are going to be happy. We're going to be happy. But, this is just basically our beta launch. We have so much coming. It's not funny. So I would say, Brian, let's move on and let have people, give them an opportunity to join and with this mobile revolution, the way I called it. Because this is not out there yet. We checked everything. There's no one out there right now who offers everything under one umbrella, simple to use and newbie friendly.
All right, Mario, I'm going to start it. So guys, the way we have it priced should be on the screen. Mario, do you see it?
Yeah.
So guys, this is for the bundle. This is going to be, and we'll get into the detail. It's 2,500 SMS messages a month. Additional messages are 1.2 cents. It should be very familiar to the guys and gals in Royal, because it's the same thing you have in Royal, except now we're giving you more messages, 1,000 more a month. So 2,500 possibly out of any of the other SMS systems out there. We keep driving the price down. All of you know we started at 2 cents. We've pushed it down to 1.2. We're actually working with Jay to help drive the cost down even further. So we're excited to get it under a penny soon. Second, on the QR side, we're going to give you unlimited access to the tool, unlimited QR codes, unlimited analytics, no metered usage, none of that stuff. On the app side and the mobile website side, Mario, we're going to do, correct me, we're going to do 2 apps. 2 live apps. You can do as many test ones as you want, but 2 live apps in the store. And we're going to do 2 mobile websites in this price live. Same thing. You can do as many test ones as you want.
Exactly. And you know what, Brian? Hey, this is a special deal. This is our launch offer. So, Brian, let's screw this. Let's give them 3 apps, man. I don't like that. We make it 3 live apps, guys. 3.
OMG.
So 3 apps, and you guys know there's other app platforms out there. I'm not going to get into them all, the goods and the bads. I'm sure they're all good. I'm not going to knock them. 2 of them are at least $1,000. One of them is a really good one, $300 a month, I think, or $59 an app. Guys, the additional apps, we're going to be at $25, and the same thing on the website side, $25 beyond that. But instead of forcing you to buy 10 of something you may not need, or 10 websites that you don't need right now, we created what we think is the right recipe to actually make money in the real world. Because we're out there and we know that when you have an app, you probably need a mobile website. And you probably need SMS. You need all these things, not 10 of any one of them. So we packaged it in a way that it fits our business, and we think it fits your business. And with the kind of prices you can bring in, I just got a text. I keep getting texts from people on this call, but somebody else just sold a app for $2,000. You can make multiple $1,000 on the app side. It's a no-brainer. Now, obviously, you have to charge in a way to cover the small monthly, but everything's hosted for you. And somebody said, where are the apps hosted? So they're on the Apple Store or on the Android market. We also will give you, we're not going to charge you a fee to build a business, an iPhone app, and then another fee to build them an Android app. It's the same fee for all 3. So
Right.
you want to build a tablet? Winner asked me this, and I had to think about it because Winner always tries to ask me tough
Hold
questions.
on, Brian, 1 second.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. So real quick, if you are existing Royal member already, then just log into your login into your members area. There's a special link for you. If you're Offline Renegades member, also log in. There's a special link for you guys. And as a Royal Mobile, we take care. You can submit a ticket, and we give you credit for the other months. And the 147 guys, we give right now 35 licenses. Jason, Leanne, Brian, and myself, we are ready, and Tracy, to set you guys up manually. Actually, you get instant access to the mobile website generator because we think that's the most important one. The other ones we do manually, and we want to take care of you guys. And if we can get that done today, we're going to send out the replay and accept 25 more, okay? We'll make it 50 to 60. I think we can handle that in 48 hours to get everyone up and running, okay? 147 per month only, and you get the whole enchilada, everything we showed you guys. That's
So for
48
everybody
hours.
that
Next week, just real quick, we might open up next week again, but guys, it's not going to be the same price. And if, then it's definitely not going to be the same amount of apps and websites that you get. And I'm for real right now. This is not BS. I dare you, approaching me next week. Trust me, it's not going to be the same. We can't do it again. This is especially for people who trust us, who follow us. And, it's a special deal today. What were you about to say, Brian? Sorry.
Nope, I didn't mean to interrupt the delay. So, guys, it's amazing. If you want to build 10 apps, you can build 10 apps, but as you need them, you build them. We're not going to force feed a bunch down your throat. We think this recipe is the way to do it, and we've been testing it. A couple of us. We've had a beta group, and I want to thank you. Some of the Royal Mobile members have helped us on different pieces. Thank you guys. And obviously, like Mario said, log in there. But for all the people spending $67 for Royal Mobile and they love it, our cancellation rate has been extremely low, and we appreciate that, and probably thanks to Leanne and Tracy and others. But what we just did is turned it on its end, because now you have apps. Now you have what we consider the easiest, newbie-friendly, real-world available mobile site product in the world. It's hosted. It's on the Amazon cloud, for those of you that are asking. No, it's not on a shared GoDaddy. Somebody asked me that. But it's on the cloud. And it's not much more. One app, you're golden. One mobile website, you're $1,000 plus. A lot of you are selling these things, but you know what? You need the right tools. We think we've done the homework. We've pieced together, augmented other things. We have the best of what we think is everything. And we're going to continue to expand on the SMS side. We brought in, what we didn't talk about is we brought in some guest speakers and trainers to augment our own skills. You guys know us. We're real world local marketers that want the best deal for us. That's why we don't charge you more than we pay on the SMS side. We don't jack that up at all. We don't do that.
Yeah, and I wish we had like a fancy, slide where we have like all the features of all the tools.
It doesn't fit, Mark. I tried.
It doesn't fit. No, seriously, it doesn't fit. We are creating some collateral right now. We are actually going to go after corporate. We're going to go after big SEO companies, and we're going to be the mobile all-in-one solution for them. But first, we wanted to give you guys a shot at this low price, okay? Once we launch our corporate site, which we get designed right now and videos done and all this stuff, and once we go after pay-per-click and everything, then this is going to be at least $300 to $400 a month, because big SEO companies, they easily pay that to get access to all of these tools. Now, with that being said, hey, we don't have any fancy graphics, Brian, but I think I see so many questions here again of people being a little bit confused. What is included? Guys, for this low monthly, you can make 3 apps live. That means if you just sell one app for 1,000 or for 600 or whatever, you golden. That's just one app. You get 2 mobile websites that you can make live with our software as well. Just sell one, you're golden. Now, how do you sell that? That's why we brought Jay on board, okay? Jay's actually right here on the webinar. He is a true pro. He's out there killing it. And, we do a little bit of mobile, but we said, hey, if we give people the tools, we have to bring in the best people who are out there killing it. So he's going to share strategies with them, and we're going to give you guys a 30-day challenge to help you get the first client in the first 30 days. So that it's going to be a job for you to take care of this monthly here, and you're actually going to think bigger, get more apps out there and more mobile websites, and this is just going to be, like I said, the mobile all-in-one solution. Now, hey, we have right now, let's see, 900 questions here. If you have any, urgent questions, guys, just tap them in there. put them in the chat box. It's impossible for us to go through all of them, but Brian, I guess we picked them, and we'll go through it. And let's see. I have Jason send a quick message to Jason how many signups we have, and I'll update you guys in a second. So maybe
All
you see
right,
some
Mario, I got one I got a relevant one from Carrie Knoll. Carrie, you said 3 live apps per month. Yes, you had a question mark. If you go beyond 3 live apps, you'll be billed $25 an app. And when I say app, it doesn't just mean an iPhone app. It's an iPad, iPhone, or Android. It's all 3 of them if you so want to give that to the client. So you could charge the client $2,000 for an iPhone app and $3,000 for both an Android and an iPhone app. It doesn't matter. So it's a good question, though, Carrie. So once you go beyond the 3 live, I still can't believe you, Mario, but when you go beyond the 3, you would pay $25. And Jody Murphy, it's the same exact thing to your question. How much for extra live mobile site? The exact same thing. It's $25.
And just to clarify, there's no one else with such a low pricing. Just to make that clear to you guys, we just made this a no-brainer. That's our goal always. And you guys get basically beta access. We have not launched this to the public yet. We're still working on our website. So this is really early access so that you guys can be up and running as fast as possible. I'm just going to post the support domain right now. I just send it to everyone right now. So if you guys have more questions or more details, I know there's a lot of technical guys. If we cannot cover this on this call, just contact us there and we take care of you. If you're in Royal Mobile and you have questions about, the payments and stuff like that and how we give you credit, just, contact us there and we take care of you guys. Now let's see what else we have here. And everyone who's already on board, thank you so much. And everyone here, I see a lot of people excited. Thank you. If you signed up already, please let us know in here and let us know why you are excited, okay? Let us know that you're on board and why you are excited. We want to share your stories with others as well.
Yeah, Gary Fitzpatrick is asking coupon code. Gary, we are going to show a higher price. We're going to start much, much higher, and we're going to offer some discounts and coupon codes, but you shouldn't need a code right now. It's an optional field, and you're below the coupon price. So you do have to register with Apple to submit your app. You have to pay $99 to Apple. You can get the Android apps up within a matter very, very quickly, and it's extremely liberal on how easy it is to get approved. On the Apple side, expect it to take 2 to 4 weeks. I'm not going to tell you it's not a pain because we like to be honest. It's a pain, but unfortunately.
Yeah, but here's the beauty. Actually, now that you said that, we're going to take you guys by the hand. So if you have problems with that, we might have a look first at your app, make sure it looks good. And then, we help you submit it, of course. So you know us, guys. We take you by the hand. We're going to make it as simple as possible. But yeah, you definitely have to get your, app approved for sure. Now with the mobile website, you're up and running. That's why I always suggest start with the mobile websites or with SMS. That's the easiest one to sell, and then upsell the app. But you guys know how hot apps is. Everyone talks about it. All the businesses are talking about it. It's a hot topic. So
it doesn't even matter if they really need it. They want it. I was at a law firm earlier the day I got back, Monday. The personal injury guy was all over me for a bloody app, and I wasn't really ready to sell him one, and I had to sell him one. It's funny. They want this whether you think they need it or not. So I find it comical almost. But hey, welcome Eric Salmon, Craig Peters. I see a few names here, but anyway, I wanted to thank you guys. So we appreciate that.
Okay, and Jason is giving me real-world updates here. So we have 25 spots gone, and that was like 5 minutes ago, Brian. So we have about 10
Yeah,
left.
Gary Fitzpatrick, same thing.
Yeah, and then we have to close it. And guys, again, we are not, BSers. We're going to close it down. We're going to get the 35 set up. We think we might be able to handle it today. If so, we send out the replay and give you guys 20 to 25 more, okay? But we have to take care of the people who are on board. Okay, so it's just, hey, when we launched Royal Mobile like 9 months ago, it was a disaster with the support. We can't do that again, okay? So we want to take care of the people who make it.
I got a comment. There's a guy out here. I won't name his last name, but I know him. His name's Michael. He said, I'm so excited this is going to pay for my divorce. So that has me rolling in my seat. So I'm not going to say anything else, but that was funny.
And again, if you log into Royal Mobile and Offline Renegades, guys, if you're members, there's a special link for you guys. And so we'll take care of you guys too. And let's see. Okay, so we are at 1,002 questions right now. All right, where do we start?
Mark Smith, Dr. Mark said he wanted an all-in-one solution. This is awesome. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. We wanted an all-in-one solution on one login, one code base, one platform. But we're also realists, and we actually have real businesses to run. And it's not. But it's an all-in-one solution. It's a suite of tools. It's what, in our opinion, for our businesses today in 2012, the best way to deliver all of these. That's what we put together.
Hey, some people are saying they can't log into Royal Mobile. Is that like the server's getting hammered or something?
It may be. I mean, it's funny.
It may be if too many people at the same time try to learn to log in. That could be, but usually after a couple of minutes, it's going to slow down and you guys are going to be able. So just try it again. Worst case, if you were really serious, just send us a support ticket and we'll take care of you, okay? But yeah, if too many people log in, that's and I have someone asking you about the link. Leanne, maybe you can post the link again for people who came late. It's tinyurl.com/mobile-box. And let me check back with Jason. We have about 33 sold, okay? So guys, if you're on board, check it out, let us know. And hey, if already 33 are sold, come back to the chat here, let us know why people are already getting started creating mobile websites. But okay, hey Brian, where do we start with the questions here? Let's see.
I'm opening them up. There's a lot.
Jennifer says she's on board. Hey Jennifer, that's awesome. We can't wait to work with you.
Here's one that we should answer. Kenneth Doyle and a few others asking about Australian SMS. So Kenneth is the one in Australia. Thank you for scanning. We do not have SMS in Australia right now. You'll have access to everything. And for you, I'll, if this makes sense, until we add Australia with a short code, we'll come up with something to make it attractive for you in terms of apps or websites. So
absolutely.
We'll do right by you. We just need to address that. It was a good question, and we should have thought of it.
Yeah, and there's one thing we forgot to mention, Brian, actually, but now it's a little bit too late. But if you sign up now on the sign-up form where it says organization, we would like to have your business name.
Oh, shoot.
You're right. Yeah, we forgot that. So it's going to take maybe a little bit longer to set you guys up. But now that I said that, maybe if you already signed up, send us your business name too, please, okay? Then we can get you set up even faster and make it also according to your business name. Now, here's a good question, Brian. A lot of people here are asking, which branding is it going to be? Look, most of it for now, it's going to be Mobile BizBox, okay? So you can use our branding. With that being said, we are working on a white label solution, okay, for people who are really out there taking action. But as a bonus, today on this call for the SMS, okay, if you are one of the first 35 as an SMS, we white label your SMS platform. So if you want to, you can have your clients log in and they see actually your branding, your logo in the SMS platform, okay? That's just a bonus on the side. We might come out with a fully white labeled version, but as of right now, you can use our Mobile BizBox branding, but I recommend that you don't have your clients log in, you take care of them, and you know, you don't want them to mess with your stuff. You just charge them, you get the service done, and you move on to getting more clients on board. Let's see.
You know what, Mario, will you clarify where inside of Royal the special link was? A lot of people are saying they can't find it, and I don't know where it is.
Yeah, it's on the main dashboard actually, but right now there's so many people logging in that decide it takes a minute till it's going to be back up again. But let me check with Jason. I just added him. It's right there on the dashboard, actually, Jason told me. But there's too many people logging in. So guys, if you're members in Royal Mobile or Offline Renegades, just wait till it's up again and you can get your special link there as well. Let's see.
You know, here's a good question, and I think we need to be very truthful about it. Joe, if you discontinue, this is a good question from Joe, for whatever reason, do the clients that bought lose their site or apps? The way it's set up is yes, well, or we could keep them active for you and collect the money, but why would you discontinue if you have clients paying you? So, but it's a fair question and it's worth answering, but it would be illogical for you to discontinue if you have clients with apps and websites. And guys, that's the whole reason that we have it structured this way is one, we want to be able to support and build and expand it. And the one-time fee model is awesome, and we try to do that almost every time, but it doesn't work here. What will happen is we would end up at a bad point in like 3 or 4 months. You know that, and we know that.
Absolutely, and I have Danny and Randy here actually saying for them, Offline Renegades and Royal Mobile was down for a second, but now it's working for them. So just keep trying. And what did I see here? Hold on 1 second. I had someone ask me here, Brian. You know, in the most basic form, what do I get for for the money? So basically, in the most basic form, we give you three, not two, 3 live apps that you can make live for your own SEO business, for example. 2 mobile websites that you can make live, all generated drag and drop. You get 2,500 messages with our SMS platform and an unlimited QR code analysis. Okay, that's just like the most basic way for me to put it, let alone all the extra features that's in the software, the training, the materials. We got business cards, we have sales videos, we have sales scripts. We didn't even talk about that, Brian, but you know what? We only have a couple of minutes left, so let's just dive into the questions.
Yeah, guys,
David,
I'm emailing some of you OR and Royal members. I'm texting you guys directly via the question section with a direct link to help you. And you know what, Mario, I'm cheating you. I'm letting it go to 50 because we're at I I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, I see.
Otherwise, I need to stop this and go turn the access off right now. So I need a minute.
Okay, then you handle that really quick, and while Royal Mobile gets taken care of, let's dive here right into the questions. And Leanne, you let me know if you see a couple.
Yeah, I can tell you, I was just in the Royal Mobile site, and
no, not. It's okay. We'll take care of Royal Mobile.
Yeah, we'll deal with them. Let's just go to the.
no, the link isn't there. I was just going to tell you.
No, I know. That's how I'm dealing with them manually right now.
Okay.
All right.
And you know what? Mary Johnson had a question. It says, "Hey, I'm a Royal member. Oh, say that 3 times. I'm a Royal Mobile member. If I join, do I still have to pay for Royal Mobile?" No, Mary. It's included inside of this. So Mary's bill. Yeah, Mary. What we'll do is we'll change your existing platform SMS access. I'll connect it to this subscription, this billing, and then I will cancel your old one for you. Is what will happen. If that makes sense. But it's a good question. The whole idea is that, hey, SMS, we love it, and we've been really happy with how it's unfolded, but we want to go well beyond that. We want to have the premium sites. We want to have the 3 apps per business, the iPad, iPhone, and Android. We want everything. You saw the QR code stuff. I don't know how to describe it except highly analytical, lots of data. It's one of those things you don't really think about, but it'll blow you away. Car dealerships, used cars, QR code on every vehicle. There are so many opportunities to sell it. It's not even funny.
Yeah, and the easiest way really when you talk to local businesses and they ask you, hey, why should I, pay you monthly? The easiest way to explain to them is really hosting. So for example, for a mobile website, if you charge them $500 to create it, and with all the cool features and everything, which you're going to use our software from Mobile BizBox, then you can tell them, hey, to host it on my server, it's going to be, I'm just making stuff $40 a month, for example. So, for the first 2 sites, it's totally included. But if you have additional sites, it's only going to be 25, but you're going to charge them 40, 50 per month, and you're going to make a nice monthly recurring income as well. And, we all like recurring. Let's see, when it comes to development, absolutely. I have a lot of questions here when it comes to development. Now, the cool thing is with the tools that we have here, we chose the best that are out there, and we are actually actively involved in the development process. So we are marketers, okay? And programmers and developers are not necessarily marketers. So we can tell them, hey, we have 10 people here, they deal with car dealers. I need a couple of features here on the mobile website builder, specifically marketing to car dealers. Then we can get that done. So we're gonna have surveys with you guys. You let us know what you want, and we can work with the development team and get the features added. And we also have a private Facebook group where we can mastermind and help each other grow as well.
You know what, Paul? Let me clarify, guys. I'm not trying to beat this one, but I want to make sure you understand. No, you do not have to pay for Royal and this. Royal, our SMS platform, is one of the components here in the fee. If that makes sense, you don't have to pay it.
It's only an upgrade.
If you want to go to this, it's a separate subscription in our billing platform. and then I'll cancel your Royal subscription, but it will not affect your existing account, if that helps.
This is
In a way it will, because I'm going to give you more messages per month free. But that's it, Paul.
Yeah.
It's hard to articulate because all the words start to blend together, and I get why it's confusing. But it's if you're a Royal Mobile member, you just got the deal of the century.
Exactly. It's
I
basically
mean, and that's as
Royal Mobile
honest as
Craig.
it goes. You could go to like business apps or Go
Brian is on a
Mobile or
roll.
Sky Builder, and I promise you, you guys know us. In general, we try to do right in terms of price by everybody. You won't touch it. I don't even care if you're a reseller at business apps. You won't touch it. So, guys, we are always out to do right, yet make it make sense. And I think you'll find that as you start to look through it. But let me, Mario, there's so many good questions, it's not even funny.
There was a good question from, oh gosh, I lost it already. They're scrolling by so fast. But I think it was Paul who asked if you could create viral campaigns. And thank you for bringing that up, because I forgot to mention that. Every single one of these platforms, the app, the SMS, well, not the QR code, but the app, the SMS, and the mobile website, they all have share on Facebook, share on Twitter. They have send to a friend. So if you create a coupon, there's a little link at the bottom, and somebody can like see a killer deal on, you know, get a free whatever. They can share it with a friend. They can share it on their Facebook wall. And it's a push button. It's one button.
Awesome. I'm also typing a couple of answers here.
You know what?
Trying to
I'm going to leave
cover
this.
as many as I can.
I want to make sure that we address, and for those of you that were billed, and I hate to derail this, but a lot of you are Royal Mobile members on this call. I would bet half of you are. So I want to pay. We want to answer your questions directly. If your subscription renewed in the last day or two, which a lot of you probably did on the Royal side, I file a support ticket, or we're going to find you on our own. But you can you can expedite it by filing a support ticket, and I'm going to refund the money you were just billed for Royal Mobile, if that makes sense. If it's in the last 3 or 4 days,
Exactly. That's how we do it.
we're going to make
And-
sure that you do not double pay. And between us and you, I have no doubt that we will catch it and fix it and refund it to you. So we'll take care of you. We always do. And the person who asked, if I try this and don't like it, can I cancel? Absolutely.
And that's exactly why we limited to 35. And, you know, we just upgraded it to 50, but that's why we limited, because we have to actually deal with that stuff manually. That's why we say this is a beta launch. You are getting direct access immediately to the mobile website builder. And then we set you up manually. We figure out the payment process for Royal Mobile members, but it's a manual process. So we want to take care of everyone here. I have a great comment here from Elaine. She said, let me tell you, you guys just beat the heck out of XYZ. I'm not going to name any other companies, but you know, there's other companies who try to do something similar, but they're not even close. And they're BS. They just sell you and then they say adios. And that's exactly the difference to us guys. You guys know we deliver training. We have Jay on board. Okay, we have webinars, guest speakers. We're working on sales scripts right now for you guys and sales videos. This is really a really cool deal. So let's see what else we have here.
And I flagged some for you guys.
Yeah,
You know what, Mario, if you read them, because I'm going to keep my screen closed so I can keep the window open for people.
Yeah, no problem. I had a lot of people asking here again, Royal Mobile, will Royal Mobile still be open and all the training material? Guess what? All the training material is now going to be in the new training area, where we already added new training material as well and tutorials. So absolutely. What do we have here? Oh, everyone who's on board, thank you guys. We can't wait. I would say you start with the mobile website and check the tutorials and the sales training, and we'll be adding a lot more. Let's see. All right, a lot of Royal Mobile questions here. Heidi says, you guys are the best. I'm in. Thank you, Heidi. Nick is waiting for a link. We got you covered. Yes. KM asked, are the apps and websites 25 per month? Absolutely, but
That's after the initial group, though, okay?
yes, that's actually if you go over your limit. So you can big time mark this up to your local businesses, because we went as low as no one else in the industry.
Mario, you know what we should point out? No one's asked. If you guys want to prospect to 100 different businesses, I will give you access to build 100 different test accounts that you can show them, and we're not going to charge you extra for that.
And actually, Jody can't believe it. She just said, did I hear you say that we're unlimited demo sites for mobile websites? Yes, Jody, we got you covered there. Let's see. I'm going one by one. What about English countries, QR code? Yeah, we showed that in action. If you missed any action, if you came late on the webinar, you didn't see the tools or you didn't understand something, we are going to send out the replay once we have today's people set up, and then you can watch the replay and the tools in action. We have a bunch of people here who joined late. So just check out the replay once we send it out. Ganti, thank you so much. Ganti is in. He's excited. Lisa just said that we look so much better than, okay, I name it SkyBuilder. Yes. And someone asked me about what's up with SkyBuilder. Look, guys, SkyBuilder doesn't have any mobile websites. They don't have the QR code analysis that we have. They don't have the sales training. They don't have training webinars. They don't have a coach. They don't have business cards, sales templates, sales videos. Guys, that's how we roll. So you can't even, there's no way to compare us with them. Doug Cameron is in. Hey, Doug, thank you, man. Good to see you on board. Kathleen is asking if we can help her to migrate from the competition. Absolutely, Kathleen. We help you with that. She realized right away that this is a much better deal. So we'll help you with that. Just open a ticket and we'll take care of you. Let's see. Offline Renegades. Just try again, guys. The site is, it's going to be up again very soon. Yes, Royal Mobile is still going to be available for reference. Absolutely. Paul Wakefield said, thanks, guys. I was in the first 25. He got the confirmation from Jason. It was worth it. Absolutely. And someone was asking for a yearly license. Guys, we might come out with it. This is really a beta launch for people who are on board right now. All the fancy stuff and, comes later. Let's get started with this first. Paul was asking about support. Hey, Leanne, you could maybe add the support email again for everyone. If you guys have any issues with anything, we'll take care of you guys there. We have our full support team ready for you right now.
And you know what, John said, hey, I've already bought, guys. How long does it take to get our account set up? So, John, you should have got an email immediately with access to the mobile website system, and it's going to tell you how you can register for the training site, and you'll have access to both of those immediately. That'll keep you busy for a while, but there's 5 or 6 of us, 6 if I can twist somebody's arm, that are going to work and make sure that that access to the other parts of the platform get turned on for each of you. So it'll take a few hours, to be candid, but you have some access right now. You should have that in your email right now. It should say, welcome to Mobile BizBox. And hopefully I didn't spell it wrong.
Absolutely. Ken asking about the support. We just posted the support email again if you guys have any issues at all.
Yeah, and that's the website, not the email. That's
the website. That's what I mean.
Ticket system, yeah. Because some people were asking about email, but it's not email.
Exactly.
I wish I had that mobile ordering feature on my iPhone because I'm going to be working through dinner.
Yeah. A lot of questions about all the amazing training material that we have in Royal Mobile. Yes, guys, absolutely. Imagine this like an upgrade. Royal Mobile on crack. All the training that we had in Royal Mobile is now going to be in Mobile BizBox, plus much, much more in there already, and we're adding right now. We're actually going to have on Saturday a quick start webinar with Jay, and we're going to introduce him, and he's going to blow you away because he's the man when it comes to mobile. What do you recommend for charging a client? Hey, Craig, we can't really get into pricing details right now. It's going to be inside of the training. Linus is waiting for the sign-up link. Let's see.
Who is that? Which one is that one?
Oh, absolutely, Craig. Craig is asking here, do the apps have push notifications? That's the whole point, Craig.
And
Absolutely.
push-ups.
Yeah, and push-ups too. So, you know, Zig Ziglar said you can't hire someone else to do the push-ups for you. Man, our apps, they do the push-ups for you, man. No, but absolutely. It has push notifications. Let's see. Eric. Eric says the short code is huge. It works nice. He liked the SMS feature, so good to have you on board. Let's see. More Royal Mobile questions. Again, if you were charging Royal Mobile, just submit a ticket. We give you the credit, refund it, and you're going to be ready to rock and roll with Mobile BizBox.
Oh, Gonti asked a question. Mario, I think we forgot this one. Yes, Gonti, this was for you. It was your idea. You were championing it early. We are going to have a special group. It's going to be a very vibrant Facebook group for Royal. Royal Mobile is going to be invited in, as well as Mobile BizBox. And we're not going to kick people out of Royal Mobile just because they didn't think this fit their business. So it's going to be a mobile specific group, much like OR.